So, like, I wanted to get started. I'm sorry for myself. I feel all 90s Vogue and that whatnot, Naomi. I'm sorry. Just give me a moment to feel myself right quick. Okay. So, yes, you can see. I'm going to be delving in this topic. I don't want to start off calling nobody hypocrites, but I am going to put my opinion out there and, just keep it as real as possible because that's what I'm all about. Okay. So, recently, like, I'll just be hearing people say certain stuff, and I'll be having a problem with it, because I feel like, that's kind of like, I don't know, not two-faced, but it's kind of like, okay, you're not keeping your opinion consistent. I see a lot of people, they say, like, okay, with celebrities particular, like, okay, if celebrities doing that, like, this is the biggest argument. Celebrities shouldn't be the ones raising your kids, and you shouldn't be taking your idea from them. But this is where I wanted to just take a back seat and be like, well, I don't agree with you completely. And I feel like you kind of like on some fraud type stuff. And I'm not saying it's everybody, but there's a lot of people that I hear that, I'm just like, you double-minded. It's because, okay, when it comes to colorism and Pacific and stuff like that with black community and marriage and stuff, I see like these black people saying, celebrities don't raise your kids, like, you should, if you're a good parent, you should let them watch that, this, that, and the third and stuff. But when it comes to black couples in particular, you're talking about, like, the marriage demographic and the marriage imagery. And the reason I disagree with that, because, you getting mad saying, celebrities do not raise your kids, they're not responsible, they don't have no, they don't hold anything, you don't owe you anything, which is true. I'm saying that you cannot say, oh, this imagery does not impact. It most definitely does. And let me tell you why. You know how effective seeing young black people on TV or any type of imagery, or we even have BET, it influences us in certain type of ways, and it makes people hope. It makes people driven. It gives people courage. So the simplest example I'll give myself. When I was like super young, they're the 1996 Olympics, and I was a little black girl, and I saw Dominique Dawes doing her thing on the high beam, the little double bars, all of that, and she was killing the entire game. And like for me, it was just and it was really crazy. At the time, I was like, I just want to be just like her. I was a little black girl, and I wanted to be just like Dominique Dawes. Now, it's a side story, because my mama was like, you probably not going to be that. You a bit too tall. You probably taller than, like, at the time, she's like, you probably taller than the girls that are at that height. So I was like, well, dang. She crushed my little dreams. But that's not the story, no here nor there. The story is about, this black coupling imagery stuff. Now, look. I was influenced greatly from that imagery, seeing a little black girl like me doing her thing up there, saying that not only can she be successful, but she's doing what she loves. She can make it out of her predicament. And not only just that, but do something that she is a passion for her, something that she is, zealous about. So that was just an example, but you cannot say, and I'm just going to say this out, you cannot say that, even though those, celebrities don't owe you anything, that the imagery does not impact. You got, for the longest time, in black music videos and black lyricism, the vernacular and the imagery was a very condescending and very disrespectful towards darker skinned women, and it didn't even include them. It was ridiculous. You would have them saying, I don't want a dark B and this, that, and the third. I only want red bones and all types of stuff. Just blatant disrespectful stuff. And that's been going on for years. And what makes me mad and really ticks me off is when, like, men, they be in denial of it. They be like, oh, but you have, like, I'm not even gonna get into arguments I used to have with some men, but I just be like, how you gonna tell me, and I'm a little black girl, and I have other darker skinned ladies like myself that saying they see this imagery and they had a terrible self-esteem issue. Not just that, but then every time they try to hop, like, they couldn't get guys to like them because of their skin tone, because the guys were brainwashed by the media. The guys were brainwashed by those negative music videos that always depicted light-skinned women as more attractive, as more the Eurocentric features and stuff as more desirable. And they always triggered and made it seem as if dark women weren't in, dark women weren't cute, dark women weren't, fashionable, flashy, trophy-wise, whatever. But you gonna tell me and the rest of the black community that we making this up and we don't feel what we feel, we don't see what we see? I don't see y'all black men getting with us dark chicks, especially all up through the 90s. Well, 90s was a little bit better. You had a little bit more imagery, like with Moesha, My Brother and Me, those type of TV shows. But when it came down to like late 90s, 2000s, early 2000s stuff, it was just like right is right, like right, clap on, clap off. Anyways, but when it comes down to it, that's what it was. And I and many black women can attest to feeling this type of isolation and singling out of, being desirable for black men and feeling beautiful. So bringing it back to, the celebrity thing. With, black celebrities, it is one thing for them to think, they don't owe the public nothing. They're human beings like everybody else, and they have to live their lives. But I will say, though, that in the athletic arena, it's just very, 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 very interesting that you have so many NFL football players, especially NFL, but NFL basketball players. They get there, they make it, and when they get out, as soon as they get up there, they get coupled up, wifed up, bring all and kids to a Caucasian young woman. And I'll say this again so y'all can be coming up here saying Zio Mara is racist. I have no problem with interracial relationships. I have zero problem with that. I point out certain outliers and certain things that exist in the black community, and I'm giving a perspective from black women, the unrest and frustration that is coming, because I'm sorry, you can't deny numbers. Out of all the females in the entire world, black women have the lowest rates of getting married. They get married the latest. They don't get married like other demographics, and our numbers are just low. It's just low. We outnumber men greater, so far greater, and these are just the statistics. But athletically, you don't see a lot of them getting, you don't see them getting the celebrity. African American women or this, that, and the third, I'm not trying to throw no shade or whatever, but they be getting the bartenders and waitresses at the little Hooters, the Dave and Buster's, blonde hair, blue eyes, wifed up, coupled up, kids, and this and the third. And my discrepancy, like I said, I don't have no problem with interracial relationship. My problem is this. I have a big beef with black men that find such willingness to marry, do right by, have their kids, take care of the kids and stuff with Caucasian women. But when it comes to black women, you have 5 kids with this woman and you will not marry her. And you keep saying you're not ready, you're not this, that, and the third. But I see, it's crazy because I see these black men that they be so ready and so willing to get married when it comes to Caucasian women. I'm just like, that's ridiculous. I don't put complete stereotypes. I don't try to put complete stereotypes on any demographic or this, that, and the third. But I tell you, and I see tendencies. And if I see tendencies, I'm going to point it out. Just like I see tendencies in these athletes. And if you want to deny me, you go look it up and see what these athletes are getting with and tell me, come back and tell me. Because I'm telling you right now, these NFL players, a lot of them, they not trying to get with no black woman. And my father had pointed it out. The reason he thinking that a lot of that stuff is happening is because there's a psychological thing that's going on that I feel that black men had been through their whole lives with, And when they actually hit and touch this pinnacle of success, because prior to all that, they was told that they were nothing, they were not good enough, they had no achievement, they had anything. But when they reach that pinnacle of success, they think I made it. But going along with thinking they have made it, this is, don't be coming as Yomara, but psychologically, he was explaining that some of them think that when they made it, they viewpoint when it comes to Caucasian women is as if they had gotten a trophy wife, basically. They have achieved something, and they view those women in such an esteem as coming with something of luxury, basically, something of status. And you look more valuable, supposedly. You look like you more, accomplished or whatever, because you attain a white woman after, getting to your level of success. Now, me personally, I'm not going to be like, oh, I made it, turn up, let me get with whatever pigmented, what's the name, regardless of what happens. Child, trust and believe, if I get married, I'm going to stun on everybody, try all the men that try to put me before. It doesn't matter what color he is. I'm going to be like, yep, you messed up. No, so I don't view skin color as more, accomplished or more prestigious as another one. That's ridiculous. Like, okay, if we would treat black people as furniture, and this time, not trying to be racist, you could have mahogany. I just love mahogany. You could have marble. It's just like, both of them is just, yes, mahogany, marble, just, Anyways, you see what I'm saying? Both are valuable in their own right, but black women have been so demonized and disregarded and degraded and seen that we are not good enough, that this psychological mentality has been ingrained in black men and therefore transfers over. And we have a lot of problems in the black community. Not only systemically do we have like these, just reduced numbers for black men available for black men. Black women available for black men. But you have black men that don't want us because of this mentality. This mentality that, we're not desirable. We're not valuable. And it's terrible. It's an awful thing to think that, your own counterparts don't think that you're worthy and stuff. And this one I'm going to say. I'm going to say all day, every day. So you can get mad, whatever. But with these recent shootings with Alton Sterling and Philistine, I'm sorry, pronouncing his name wrong. I will type it in the thing because I'm so bad for pronunciations. But with those recent shootings in the Black Lives Matter movement, a lot of black women, and I have said it myself, that, when it comes down to it, who do you see are vehemently standing behind you black men, even though y'all don't want us? Y'all don't want to claim us. You want foreign women, you want this, that, and the third women. Who you see standing up for you, willing to die for you, willing to march for you, speaking up for you every day, and this, that, and the third, being vehemently mad for you about these shootings, about the way you are being treated. Black women. That's who. So it's really just disheartening. Like, black women will stay behind black men for the longest, the most enduring and trial tribulation type stuff, and you are still met with, you is loud, you belligerent, you too ghetto, you these negative stereotypes, this hatred of us, which is not even really hatred. I think it's self-hatred when it comes down to it, because there's no reason for you to hate us. You came from a black woman. You have black sisters, black aunts, this, and the third. We ain't done nothing to you. When you don't like us, you mad at us for this, and the third. You think our hair is nappy. You think our hair's not pretty. You think our skin's too dark. You think that we too sassy. We too argumentative. Which, okay, I was doing another segment. We could learn to communicate with you guys better. Like, this is plain simple period. Anybody can learn to communicate better with another individual. But you want to demonize and belittle our features and stuff. I've seen some of the most ugly comments.